welcome back to my channel. It's Shaxitron, back with another video review, and this time we have another large, oversized Transformer, and this is a oversized version of the Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime later figure, but this figure is just gigantic. Here he is next to my arm, if I can get it close enough to the figure, but I will also show you some other figures. Here he is next to movie leader Optimus Prime, movie one, the one with the rubber wheels. And then here he is next to the Voyager Optimus Prime, and then the Deluxe. And I'll put these all side by side so you guys can see them. There we go. The oversized, the regular movie leader class figure, Voyager, and the Deluxe. This thing is just gigantic. It's like not even funny. That just gives you a like sense of scale. It's just crazy. He does come with, move him off the side real quick. He does come with this weapon, which is the weapon that comes with the MechTech Optimus Prime, the one with the wings, and it does work. Well, not the lights and sounds, but the gimmick works. Where you can put it on top of his head, and then he can hold it with both hands like this, like a gigantic cannon. And also, this little thing works too. Like that. And this thing is also just as big as Optimus Prime. Just freaking insane how big this figure is. Bring him back into frame. He does roll pretty well, as you can see. And I already reviewed this guy. Here he is next to the oversized Ironhide, and Ironhide is just really big and bulky, and I think the better oversized figure of these two, but out of the three that I have so far, Megatron is probably still number one, then Ironhide, and then Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is just like, he's clunky and he's really hard to transform, which I'm probably not going to be transforming him on camera. I'm going to stop the video real quick and then transform him and then show you how big he is compared to movie Optimus Prime and the other ones probably. So with a little bit of editing magic. So after about 25 minutes of transforming this guy, I finally got him transformed into his robot mode, and he is gigantic. He's about 22 inches tall, and it's just a freaking amazing figure. Can't even get this in frame. He's so big. Try and push him all the way back. He's still not getting in frame. But he's just amazing for a knockoff. He has no knee articulation, which is pretty sad. He does have a rotating head. These do rotate just like on the figure. Same thing with the smokestacks, they do rotate. And he does have ratcheting arms at the shoulder, and they also pivot in and out on the shoulder. He does have swivel at the elbow. His hand turns like so. Try and hold the camera up like this so you guys can see. His hand turns like this. His hands don't come apart. I mean, not come apart, but his fingers don't move. I don't know why I was thinking come apart. And he also has his blades, and they are see-through plastic, and they are about 6 inches long. As you can see, here is my hand compared to them. Same thing on the other side. Ratcheting shoulders. The arm swivels right here at the elbow. The hand does turn, and he also has the blades that come out like that. I'm doing my best for not having a tripod. I do apologize, guys. I'm going to spin the figure around, show you guys the back. I'm not sure how these go. I think they just go like that. But there's the back of the figure. Pretty much the exact same thing on the Revenge of the Fallen figure. You got his gas tanks, and they cross on the back. Got his head. I'm pretty sure he has lights and sounds, but I can't figure out where the button is. And then we can spin him around. Yeah, there might be a button on top. No, there's a button on the back of his head.
Let's go, Rangers!
Yeah, there we go. He has the same Power Ranger sounds that Megatron has, and Ironhide, and I'm assuming Bumblebee and Starscream, which I will be reviewing when I get them, but he also has some pretty bright LEDs. Nice sword sound. Train sound. Like laser gun sound. Bigger laser gun sound. Telephone.
Let's go, Rangers!
And then he has that "Let's Go Rangers" or whatever sound, which is pretty lame, but it's alright. As you can see here, there's the knees, and they do not bend. There is no articulation in the knees whatsoever, but there is ankle pivots on the foot here, forward and back, then side to side, and he does have ratcheting hip joints right here. I'm going to try and show you guys, and his leg can go out about that far and come back in. Like I said, he's about 20 inches tall. I'll show you him next to Leader oversized Ironhide. And he's pretty gigantic compared to him. And then here is Movie 1 Optimus Prime in truck mode. I'll stand him up on end so you can see how big he is compared to Optimus Prime, the KO version. He's just gigantic. Like, words really can't describe how big this figure is in person. Like, he literally takes up my entire review area. I mean, there's some small problems, despite not having articulated knees. He's a pretty good figure. I mean, they had to sacrifice that so this figure could be supported, because it's pretty freaking heavy. I would say about 2 or 3 pounds probably, but it's not bad. If you guys like getting knockoffs, or want a Optimus Prime knockoff, this is probably a must-buy figure. Hopefully you guys can get them as cheap as I got them, but I've been looking around online and he is pretty expensive. And just to show you guys the see-through swords again. They're your exact copy, just 3 times as big. And it does have the wheels, and they are hollow. It has really no paint apps except in its chest. And the plastic is okay, but most of the plastic is pretty cheap, so you have to be very, very careful with it, especially transforming them. That's the reason I really don't want to do it on camera, because this plastic's so. This plastic right here is extremely brittle, but all in all, he's a real good figure. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for a lot more videos to come.